please just leave me alone. Leave me alone. I don't want any more packages. I don't like. Apologies about all of the. Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Hey,
Hello,
y'all.
everybody. We have so many people here today. We are all excited. I'm so happy that we have 32 people here. We're going to get started in another couple of minutes just because we have a lot more registered who it looks like are jumping on still. So anybody who's here, we'll go over ground rules and all that good stuff in a few minutes. But hello, everybody. We're glad that you're here. If you're not muted, please mute yourself. And we'll just leave it at that for a minute. So you might hear us chatting for a little bit, but we'll get started in just a couple of minutes.
Now we match today.
Y'all do. I didn't get the memo. I guess I saw you guys earlier. I guess I could imagine.
Is it red or is it pink?
It's pink.
I was gonna say I don't think I have anything that is that color. Actually, I do. I do have a shirt that's that color.
I do too. If you want me to run in my bedroom and change, I certainly.
We're feeling sneakily.
I bought it specifically to wear to the Barbie when I went to watch the Barbie movie. Was that last year?
Yes, that's where mine's from, y'all. I wore it to conference. I had this for conference last year, but I also, I got it to wear for the Barbie movie when I went with my kiddos.
Was that a year? Was that over a year ago? When was that? Gosh.
Yeah.
I think that was last summer.
Oh my.
My sisters and all my nieces, we all dressed up, and my brother-in-law wore he looked like from the white jacket, blue t-shirt or pink t-shirt.
Well, yes.
That show from many years ago.
What?
Not Starsky and Hutch, the other one.
Shaft?
Mm-mm.
TJ Hooker?
Don.
Miami Vice.
Miami Vice.
Miami Vice is what I was thinking about. We're all like, wait, which one?
I think that's just evident that I watched way too much TV when I was a kid. That's all.
Oh, Andy knew. Andy knew.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. Don, yes, with the collar up, right? Just like that.
That's
and the suit jacket on, and then the sleeves are all rolled up. Ridiculous. Oh, ridiculous.
Yes.
All right. I think we're going to get started. We have almost 40 people here, including us, which is fantastic. And Nella, if I remember correctly, all of these folks are TownWeb customers, correct?
Yes, they are. Thank you, everybody.
This is freaking awesome. We are so excited to have all you guys here. The point of today's webinar, discussion, whatever you want to call it, is for you guys to ask us literally anything. That's why it's called Ask Me Anything. We have a bunch of people here. We'll all introduce ourselves. But whatever questions you guys have, drop them in the questions tab, drop them in the chat. If you need help with anything, let us know. But we're really here to answer any questions that you have about anything. So I'll quick start with me because I'm the one talking. My name is Chris Estrella. I'm the government content insider for TownWeb and HeyGov. I'm a former municipal clerk treasurer. I'm coming to you live from Las Vegas. I used to live in Wisconsin. Past president of the WMCA, blah, 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 blah. So I'm kind of air traffic control today, which is awesome, and I'm super happy to be here. So next on my screen, I'm going to toss it over to Jerica and let her introduce herself and her expertise and why she's here.
Hey guys, I'm Jerica. Sorry, my internet is bad. I'm in very rural Wisconsin. I'm in Peshtigo, almost in the UP. So sorry about that. So I am the senior project manager for TownWeb. I've been here for 6.5 years, going on 7 in October. And I am all things tech. I build your websites. I provide support for everybody, especially these folks right here. I offer support to as well. And if y'all have any questions, can't wait to help troubleshoot them, help you out.
All right. Thank you, Jerica. Jerica is moving back home to Georgia in the next few weeks, and she's very excited about that. So she is Southerner number one. Southerner number two is next on my screen is Megan, and I'm going to let Megan go ahead and introduce herself with a slightly different Southern accent.
Okay. Hi, everybody. I'm Megan. I am also from the South. I live in North Alabama, born and raised. I will actually be in Wisconsin next week, though. And I'm driving there from Alabama for the first time instead of flying. I'm the customer specialist. Actually, yeah, I'm driving. Jericho dropped her mouth open. Yeah, me and Seth are doing a road trip. So I'm my fiance. I work on the digital government side of things. If you have the HeyGov add-on where you get digital forms, online reservations, online payments, I'm here to help out with anything associated with that. I recognize some names here, so some of you already know me, and then some I don't think I've met some of you. So if you're interested in having that added on to your current contract with TownWeb, or you already have it and have questions about that, I can help you with anything associated with it.
Outstanding. Fun fact about Megan and me, which never gets old. Megan and I share the same birthday. We are July 11th babies. It is by far the greatest day of the year. So start your birthday shopping now for both of us. Finally, we've got Southerner number 3, Michelle, coming to us from North Carolina on my screen, and I'm going to let her introduce herself with her very distinctly and different Southern accent as well.
Hey, y'all. I am Michelle Darneden. I am the Client Relations Manager for TownWeb. I also work closely with HeyGov. I am on a little island off the coast of North Carolina. Like many of y'all, I was born and raised in the Midwest. I absolutely loved it, but it's way cold up there, y'all. I couldn't do it anymore. So over the years, I've gravitated south. I've been with the company for just over a year. I am not here for my technical ability. I am here to be the Susie Sunshine, to call you and ask, how's your day? What's happening? What's new? And how can we help you? So whenever you have an issue, you are welcome to call me so that I can connect you with one of them and they can fix the issue for you.
Thank you, Michelle.
Oh,
You're amazing.
Go Bulls. It's almost football season, y'all.
It is almost football season. Yes, definitely. Go Badgers and go Irish for me. And no,
I want so badly to go and visit Megan and watch the Crimson Tide play.
You need to. It's so much fun.
You Southerners and your football, I swear. Nella, I would love for you to take a minute and introduce yourself as well, because you are our marketing guru, and I would arguably say you're just as important, or maybe even more important, than the rest of us. So if you don't mind taking a minute and introducing yourself, Nella is from a different part of the South, but I'll let her explain that.
Yes, I'm the furthest south of all of these wonderful humans. I live in South Africa. That's at the bottom part of the African continent. So we technically have winter now, but it's like a beautiful summer, beautiful blue sky day. So yeah, thank you so much for everybody, all of my teammates and all of you all for popping in. And I'm learning to say y'all because I speak to Michelle and Megan and
yeah, because the three of them say y'all all the time.
So, I'm learning the y'all. Yeah, I think I need to learn my swag.
It is. It's all encompassing.
Yeah, I know.
All y'all.
Exactly.
Yes,
exactly.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get things going. If you guys have any questions, kind of how this will work, drop them in the questions tab, drop them in the chat tab. We'll answer them as they come in. Nothing is out of bounds. So we've got this earmarked for, I believe, the quarter of the hour, like a quarter after the hour, but I certainly could stick around for a little bit longer if we need to. But we'll definitely, I see some folks are already typing some stuff in, so I'm just going to wait for that to come in. But drop a question in, and we will just answer it as they come in order.
Is Atanas Speaks going to come in?
I don't think it's
onboarding today, so I think I'm Atanas today. I'm not as knowledgeable as
41 people, y'all. That's pretty cool.
I'm not, for anyone who works with Atanas, I don't know as much as he does. But if I can't answer your questions, I can't get your questions to Atanas.
Yes, and that's a great point you bring up, Megan. If we can't answer your question, we have a lot of brain power here. We really do. But if we can't answer it, we will definitely make a note of it and get back to you afterwards and follow up with an answer.
And I actually saw a question. I saw Melissa McKay had mentioned that they upgraded and she has no idea what HeyGov is used for. I'm not sure if you had HeyGov included on your package. So with HeyGov, we have a bunch of different digital services that we can offer you. We integrate really nicely in with your town web website. So some of the different things that we offer, like I said, I'm not sure if you have any of this on your contract. We have our 3-in-1 system, which allows residents to ask questions or send in reports to you. They can report issues, and it has two-way communication built in, so you can chat back and forth and let them know of the status of the report. And then we also have an application that allows you to do online licensing and permitting with a built-in workflow. And then we have another app that's for online reservations of your facilities. And we also do online payments. And we have our newest app, which is called Clerk Minutes, which AI generates your meeting minutes. So that's everything HeyGov does.
That was awesome. Well done. I see we have another question that just came in from Cora, and it's a town web question. What is the best way to use the ticker, and how do we update the message? This is a great question. This is one I'm going to answer because I want to. So you have two ticker bars. One is the non-emergency one. One is the emergency one. The non-emergency bar really is something utilized for typically, again, non-emergency stuff. So maybe the office is closed, maybe for a holiday, maybe you're out for a few hours doing some errands. Maybe you've got like a long-term road closure that isn't an emergency, but you just want to let people know about that. Maybe you want to feature some businesses in your area. Maybe you've got some events coming up that, you want to put them on the calendar, but you want to have it scrolling across the screen. You really can use it for whatever you want. The emergency ticker bar, the red one, is really specifically designed for emergencies. So we're talking gas main break, water main leak. Maybe you've got severe storms rolling through. If you live in my neck of the woods, a dust storm, red flag alerts, that sort of thing. Something that you want to get out to everybody. You could use it for something like trash and recycling being delayed by a day. People are very finicky about how their trash and recycling is picked up. And so if you know about it ahead of time, you can schedule it to go out. But if it is a true emergency, you can notify everybody right then and there. I'm going to do a really quick share of my screen just to show you how it works, but I have to get into the dashboard real quick. So give me just 1 second because it's super, super easy. And then I see we have some more questions rolling in, which is great. So we'll get to those too.
I just want to say I'm so glad that everybody is starting to utilize our AMAs because this is exciting.
We love this.
We love these. Yes, and we love helping. And this is the most people that we've had come so far. So this is exciting. So
tell your friends. Tell your friends. All right, I'm going to share.
For anyone wondering, yes, we are always this excited, this over the top. This is like us normally.
So true. This is so true.
Yeah,
all right.
I'm actually toned down a little bit, so I'm tired.
Can you guys see the dashboard?
Yes, we can.
Excellent. All right, so I've got the two ticker bars right here on the dashboard. This top one here is the regular ticker bar. How I can remove it is just by clicking the remove button. It's going to ask me, are you sure? Yes, I am. Of course, I'm going to take that off. This will also remove it from the website. And then the same thing with the emergency ticker. I'm going to go ahead and remove that. And this will just take like a 2 or 3 count and remove. And so then to use it, we're going to say, let's say it's going to be under 100 degrees in Las Vegas today. This is a very big deal, by the way, for us. It's still going to be 99, but it's under 100. So all I do is click save. Yes, I'm sure. It's going to swap out that new ticker on the website for the non-emergency ticker. It's also sending out those notifications to those who have subscribed to it. They'll get a notification about it. For the emergency alert ticker, just a couple of extra steps, but not hard at all. We're going to click real alert, and then we're going to decide, do we want to send an email out? Do we want to send a text message out? Do we want to do it only as a website ticker? Any combination of the two or all three. It's totally up to you guys. And so from here, we're just going to say trash and recycling is delayed by 1 day. I don't know why anybody would be excited about that, but there you go. this is where we can go to schedule that, or we can click confirm and confirm it right away. So I'm just going to click confirm. And again, it's going to ask me, are you sure, Chris? Yes, I am. And it's now sending that alert out to everybody via text, via email, putting it on the website ticker, and we're all set to go. So it really is just that simple on how to use it. And if you want to, if you want to reach out for more information and have more questions about that, by all means, let us know. It's absolutely not a problem, but it's very, very easy to use. Got another question from Earl in the questions tab. Many town officials are not on a 5-day work week. Why does it take so long to get weekend help? I can tell you, Earl, first of all, you are correct. Every government agency in Southern Nevada works on a 4-day work week, which is shocking to me. That's new for me out here. So the city, all 4 of the cities and the counties in Southern Nevada, they all work Monday to Thursday and nobody works on Friday. In terms of why it takes so long to get weekend help, I'm not sure how to answer that, and I'm not sure who could. Jerica, do you have any thoughts on this? Maybe not to put you on the spot, but any ideas behind that, behind support?
Give me 1 second. Sorry, I was helping Jennifer fix her contact us menu.
Awesome.
Her
No, that's
contact
awesome.
us form. So, hold on. Excuse me. As far as weekend help, we don't have as many people on the weekend as we do during the week. So it just depends on how many tickets. If we have a big influx of tickets during the weekend and they work through the queue, it kind of really just depends on how many tickets are coming in and the flow. And, we get to them when when they come in and things like that. So if there's anything that's super important, you can always write, if it's an emergency or something broken, you can always put that in the subject, and then somebody will probably, pick that one up immediately to see what the issue is. And it will come to me if there needs to be something fixed. So it really just depends on what the kind of query is. Like if it's something added to the website, then it comes in through the queue, and then our support staff gets to it when it comes to the ticket. But if it's something broken and it's taking a little while to get to it, just make sure you put in the subject line, that it's urgent or, something is broken, and then somebody will get to you.
Thank you, Jerica. That was an excellent answer.
No problem.
And way better than I could have
finish
done.
in her. Well, good. I'm glad I could help.
All right. I'm just scrolling down here in the chat, and I see we have a question from Sherry. Sherry asks, how long do minutes stay on the website? What is archiving, and how do you do it? I can answer that if Jerica, if you'd like, or if not.
Can you answer it?
I think I can answer it. Let's see if I can answer it.
Okay, let me hear what you got.
Minutes will stay on the website literally forever, for as long as you keep them on there. In terms of archiving, once they're up, they are archived. So you just keep going. You can keep scrolling. You can search by date. The only way that they are not on the website is if you physically go into the back end on the dashboard and remove them yourself. Otherwise, they're there forever. So as far as I know, we have a couple of customers that have their minutes that go back like 20, 25 years. So it's not like it's impossible for that to happen, but they're up there forever. So how did I do?
That is correct. Yes. I will also like to put a little caveat about it. You have a yes button. I saw that in your picture the other day. That when you upgrade your website and you speak to Michelle or one of our other lovely people, and you decide to upgrade your website, we like to go ahead and start everything fresh. So we'll go ahead and we'll put 3 to 5 years on the front facing part. So that little agendas and minutes table that we have, we like to put that there. So then when somebody's kind of like searching through and like looking through the agendas and minutes, it doesn't take as long to populate and load, because it's not trying to load decades of agendas and minutes. It's still saved to the website and archived. It's just not right there where, it's going to take a long time to kind of update and populate. So that is a very good question.
And I would like to also point out, if they're referring to how long are emails archived, because that is, of course, another big item for us, that we do emails. You can get them archived, and it's typically 3 to 5 years. It completely depends on your state and what your state law requires.
As a former clerk in Wisconsin, I can say that you are required to keep the minutes forever, but that only applies in physical form, that only the actual piece of paper. If you have a website, the law, at least, when I left Wisconsin 3 years ago, the law didn't necessarily change to accommodate that, but it is possible that that did change. I'm not aware of it. So that's a great point you bring up, Michelle.
Chris?
Emails are forever.
Oh, they are?
Emails are forever in some
My
capacity.
apologies. I thought we did 3 to 5.
No, emails are forever in some capacity, whether that's like on an external hard drive or you back up to the cloud or something like that. But not every state is like that. And I'm so glad that you mentioned that because everybody's different. So if you're coming to us from a state outside of Wisconsin, hopefully you know what those laws are. And if you don't, we can certainly help you find out, but definitely know what those laws are. All right, we've got another question from Bill. This one I can see is definitely one for Jerica. How do we add a new page /area? For example, we have a big project coming up and we would like a place to put information about it and not post news over and over.
So you can always send a request to support saying that this is a page that you would like to create once and then like where you want it in the menu. So you say this is like roads project or whatever the project is going to be called. I would like to see it under the community drop down or as a quick link on the website. And then we'll go ahead and we'll create that page. If you have the content that you already want to put on there, you can send that as well. And we can set that up for you. Or we can just create the page for you, put it in the menu, and then you can put that stuff on there, at your leisure when you get a chance to do that. And then you can post all your updates there. If it is, sorry, I have like a tickle in my throat today.
Cough it out.
I've been driving for the past few days, so sorry about that. If it is something that's going to be like ongoing for like a long time, like a not just like a quarter or a year, it's going to be like several years, like a massive project, we can always create a news and notice category as well. So then people can go ahead and subscribe to that news and notice category and you can post updates there as well as the page. So if you have like weekly updates, monthly updates or something like that, quarterly updates that you want to post and you want people to be notified of that, then they can go ahead and sign up. So if they're already subscribed, then they can subscribe again, or they can ask you to update their subscription to include that category so that they can get notified with updates that way as well. So there's kind of like 2 ways that you can do it.
Outstanding. I am looking for, I'm scrolling for another question. We have a question from Dell. Dell asks, is there a way to alphabetize the subscribers? And I'm gonna assume that's on the dashboard on the town website. I don't know. That's a great question.
That's a great question.
Really good.
It really is.
I'm gonna check right now. And not
instant answer.
That is the
first time ever Jerica is stumped.
Yeah.
Yes, Dell, you might get the award for stumping Jerica. That's awesome.
Yeah, if not, that is an excellent question, and that is something that I'm gonna ask for to be implemented and upgraded.
That would be amazing.
I will say that somebody, let's see, I clicked the little arrow. Hold on, let me see what it does. It's thinking. My internet is again terrible today.
Dell's prize is white glove service.
Yeah, you want to talk about white glove service? It's like instant white glove service, like right now. I love it.
So there's little carrots on the top where the name is, and you can click it, and then it'll kind of categorize it a little bit that way. So then you'll be able to see it. So when you log into the dashboard, you log in. I accidentally clicked on one. Well, it wasn't an accident. I clicked on one and my internet's bad and they have a lot of subscribers. So it was trying really hard to alphabetize the 400 plus subscribers that they had. That was my mistake. But there are little carrots at the top. So you're
Erica,
able.
do you want me to share my screen? I can do that.
Yes, you can go ahead and do that. And there's like
let me share my screen.
If
you want
to have like a different, like if you have an idea of how to kind of have them sorted a different way, we are always open to suggestions. Yeah, so those little arrows right there.
Right there. So I'm just going to click that and it will alphabetize it like this. I didn't even know this was a possibility. I had no idea.
Yeah. I knew that there was carrots, but I wasn't sure exactly if they alphabetized them or if there was like some other way. So I just wanted to make sure. So yes.
Yep.
Can you be sure you went in there and got to that point, please, Chris?
Oh yeah, of course. Sure. Let me do a quick reshare. I'm so glad you guys are here. This is amazing. All right, so I went from the dashboard. Let me just get to the homepage real quick. I clicked on subscribers. That takes me into where all the subscribers are. And then again, it's the little caret right up here. I can go up or I can go down just like that. So test is now at the top or there we go. Or I'm at the top. So yes, you can do it. Outstanding.
You can also export your subscribers. So if you want to export them.
All right, let's keep going. All right, Melissa has, I'm not sure if I totally understand this question, but we'll see. She did a couple of notices, and this is what she got. Why is the sidebar behind? Melissa, could you clarify that a little bit for us? I'm going to keep scrolling, but I'll definitely come back. Jennifer, we have a HeyGov question for Megan. On Hey 311, this is from Jennifer. On Hey 311, sometimes we can reply and sometimes we can't. Sometimes we receive the message in our email and sometimes we don't.
Yeah, I messaged her. I'm looking into it. I don't really know what the issue was there, but I'm gonna look into it. If I can't figure it out, I'll hand it off to support.
All right, let's see. We have another HeyGov question from Taylor.
I'm also taking care of that one already.
I'm going to skip that one too. Dell wants to
communicating in chat.
Okay. Dell wants to know what her prize is. This is her prize.
Yay!
Congratulations. Let's see.
All right.
Moving on down. I'm going to jump over to the questions tab real quick because I see we have one in there. From Cora again, is there a way to make notifications automatic when uploading agendas and minutes? Ooh.
So I'll give you a little info. It used to be that way. However, anytime you would make an update or an amendment or a change, or if you uploaded something old that maybe you it just got adjusted or fixed, it would send that automation automatically. So then the subscribers would be spammed. So we implemented the little circle that you have to click. So then you when you upload, you have to click it. So then you're more in control of it, because of the issues that we've had in the past. People's emails were being marked as spam, or they weren't getting notifications, and it was because their emails were automatically marking it as spam. So that's why we have it where you have to kind of click that little arrow. So it's a good question.
That was excellent. That was a great question, and thank you for answering that.
Not a problem.
All right. Let's see what else we got here. Bill made an excellent point about alphabetizing. The subscriber puts in their own name, however they put it in. So it might be alphabetized correctly. It might not. It's dependent on how they do it. But there you go. Bill is asking a follow-up question. This is a great one for Megan. What is Hey 311?
I think this is also very useful to answer for everybody, because it's a tool that is available to all TownWeb customers. And so if you don't have it yet, listen up. It's helpful.
Yeah. So 3-in-1 is completely free for Town Web users to use. So if you'd like to have it added to your website, you can. So what it is it's a little widget that lives on your website, and it allows your residents to report any issues going on in your municipality, or they can ask questions. And it all feeds into a dashboard where you can manage those requests. You can respond to them. You can assign them to other departments, and you can change the status. And so it's just a helpful way to manage any of those issues and requests or any questions coming into your municipality. Yes, I can show you. Let me pull up a tab. I'm taking care of I was working on some customer support stuff. So give me 1 second. Let me get it pulled up. So what I'm going to do is I'll pull up our little demo site we have called HeyGov. Yeah, share my screen. All right, so on your website, you can have a little widget here, and the resident can click on it. They can add a picture if they want, and they can also just tell you about the request. So we can say, there is a huge pothole on my street. And from there, they can either type in the location of where their request is or tag their location. Neither of these is required if they just have a question. They can also add a picture if they want to for a little visual aspect. Once I click on this, it's just going to pull my location. And like I said, I could also type in an address, and then they can take this and they can drag it to the location that they need to report, and then click submit request. If they want to get updates and be able to communicate with you about their issues, they can enter in their information here, and they'll get updates, and you'll be able to communicate back and forth. And once I do this, I'll show you where it all feeds into. So we have this, and they can just hit continue, and then it sends them a request. And we do have a mobile app where they can also report issues as well. That's available on the App Store and the Google Play Store. So now I'm going to go into the back end. So all of it lives in the HeyGov app, and it all feeds into our 3-in-1 little button here. We can see that here's where my issue was reported, and from here I can set a category. I can assign it to department, and this is going to send them an email and a notification letting them know that they have an issue that they need to take care of. And I can also click on this issue and respond to them. And I can also add internal notes for any other departments that might need information. I'm just gonna type information in, and that anything in yellow, the internal notes, the residents won't be able to see. We can also change the status from received to working on it, resolved, or declined. So we'll let them know that we're working on it. And if we want to view the tagged location, we can click here and zoom in as far as we need to. All right. Did that help?
Visuals are awesome.
And Bill, the beauty of that is as things go along, as things progress with the repair, with the communication back and forth, you also, whoever reported it, gets updates when things are in progress and when the repair is completed.
I see there's a
follow-up from Bill. Yeah, I see it too. Can we, for Hey 311, can we use an app to see stuff on the back end, or do we not need to log into the back end to see all that?
Let me read it. Can we use the app to see stuff on the back end? So you can't use the widget on the website to see stuff. You'll have to actually go into HeyGov and set up an account in the departments to be able to see that information that's coming in.
Good stuff.
There was also one from Hate that asked, can you have it on your website if you do not have HeyGov? And yes, you can. You just need to let us know, and then we activate it on your website. And yes, then it is open for you and your residents to use.
All right. I put a little poll in with the polls just about the weather where you are, so feel free to go vote. Just because maybe I like to brag about how beautiful it is here in Vegas, but maybe not. But let's see what else we got. We've got more typing going on. This is great. Megan and Taylor are working out their issue with clerk minutes, which is awesome. Other questions that you guys might have. Again, we are scheduled to go for another 10 minutes. We can certainly go a little bit later if you need to. But again, any question is on the table. Anything that you'd like to talk about, anything that you want to ask us about, we're all ears. And most of the brain power here is really good. And I mean, most like the other four besides me, I'm all over the place. They're here to balance me out.
That's funny.
All right, we got something coming in from Bill and from Cora. All right, I see a question popped in. Ooh, here's a good one. Michelle, this one's for you. What does a website upgrade entail? I am tagging out. All you, Michelle.
So the website upgrades are fabulous. Essentially, it comes down to making your website bigger and more beautiful and just upgrading to that new level. We have this beautiful new level of CMS that we have gone to. As many of you know, we previously were using WordPress, and WordPress was great. Everybody could use it. Everybody could access it. It was one of those simple things, but unfortunately that means that anyone can also hack it. So rather than having a hackable website, we had our amazing developers step in and say, it is time, let's go bigger, let's go better. And our developers took it to the next level, codenamed Juniper. Juniper is named after a beautiful little one within our organization. And Juniper has grown along with our Juniper CMS system. So it now gives you a cleaner, faster, more user-friendly website on both sides. So as we progress to that, the best part, I feel like, is once you commit, once you say, I'm ready, I'm going to do this, our website needs this, you go ahead, you start the transition over, then Jerica's team hops in, and you essentially it's a matter of you choosing which design you like best, and then you can pick out colors, you can pick out photos, anything like that you want. Jerica and her team just create the magic in the back. So if you choose to be an active part of that, you absolutely can. But if you rather not, you want to be hands off, Jerica does the magic in the background. None of this takes away from anything you have going on. Your website is still up and active and incredibly user-friendly. And it's even more so when she is done. That was supposed to be the short answer, and I apologize. Peter tells me I'm
great. Great. That was awesome. What are you talking about?
That's funny.
Clearly, upgrades excite me. I find them. I like upgrades. Can't help it.
It's so funny because like each of us have kind of our own things which really like get our blood pumping, and for Michelle, it's upgrades, and I just can't understand it. But that's cool, man. If upgrades are your thing, let's do it. That was a really great answer.
Don't ask me about using your site for tourism because I will go mind-boggling.
Yeah, that's like a whole thing on its own. Yeah.
Hence my webinars every 2-3 months on that.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I think Michelle also brought up a really good point though. If you decide you want to upgrade your site, your current site will stay active. It will stay live. Nothing will change with it until the switch is ready to be flipped. So it's not like you'll be down for a month or two or anything like that. We take care of it on the back end and then send it out to make it look great, and it'll be awesome. So I thank you so much for sharing that, Michelle. That's awesome. I saw a question from Pamela. How do I change my dashboard password?
I was trying to get there, but you kept talking. I was waiting.
Wait, who was talking? Was it me or was it Michelle?
I know, y'all. Come on.
You. So I was going to type it out, but it's easier just to tell her. Pamela, when you go to dashboard.townweb.com, on the bottom, to the left, there's a thing that says reset password, or you can send us a ticket to support. And we can reset your password for you. If we reset it for you, we'll probably give you some insane password that you'll have to try to remember. Or you can reset it yourself. I will say, because I'm on the tech side and the security portion of everything, please, if you reset your password, please use something that is scary for people and they're not going to remember or they're not going to guess it. Don't use your birthday. Don't use your last name. Don't use password 123. Don't use ABC. Don't use any of that. Even password spelled backwards is still an easy one that people know that that's probably your password. So please use something that is, it's very safe. Otherwise, someone is going to be able to log in and then they'll be able to take your identity, change your website, make it look funky and scary. And you don't want that. You don't want that. No.
Melissa would like us to show her where to change that because she can't see it. So I'm going to share my screen real quick and you can direct me where.
You got it. Thanks, Pamela. Understand that.
Do I need to log out?
Yes, you need to log out. And then on the bottom, there it is.
Right here.
Password. If it does not show you and you cannot log in, if you try to log in twice, it'll ask you something like, have you forgot your password or something like that? And then you can just go ahead and change it. Oh, okay. Melissa saw it. And I am also looking to see what your other thing is about the 3 blocks, and the 2 of them have a picture from us. They say notice, and the middle one is where, are you talking about on the home page? I'm trying to see. Yes. Okay. I see all your notices. They're very cute.
Nobody ever called my notices cute when I was a clerk. Come on.
Yeah. They're very cute. They're test notices. I do like the joke. It was very funny. Yeah. I'll post the website so you guys can all see. It's very funny about the jokes and stuff. So let me see. Let me read the one that you're, let me see. Let me go back. The middle one is where I was able to put the notice. I did 3 and 1 seems to go away. Oh, okay. So when you click through, it's so you can kind of have like a scrolling amount. If you want more, I can add more to that section. But if you go to the news and notices section, you'll be able to see all of them. I'll post a link down there so you can see all of them. There you go. Is that what you were asking? Your joke was really funny though. Y'all, she put a joke on her website as like a test and it was funny.
I saw it now. Well done. I like that.
You saw it? Yeah. I'll read it. What did one hat say to the other? You stay here. I'll go on ahead.
I love it. I love it.
That's why I was
Making us
I wasn't
laugh.
laughing at her question. I was laughing because of the joke, because it was very funny. Because I was looking and I'm like, I see a test, and then I saw the joke, and I was like, oh, this is cute. It's very funny.
Unbelievable.
She's stepping in.
All right, we have another question that came in from Shelly. Shelly says, our monthly Common Council meeting dates used to be listed on our calendar, but are now gone. How can I go in to set up a recurring meetings? The meetings were initially set up on there by TownWeb. Bless me.
Yes.
Whoa, that was a good one. The meetings were initially set up on there by TownWeb when we first set up our website.
Leia.
That was the last one.
I gave you my sneakers.
Yeah,
Dude,
you gave me your sneeze. Thanks, Meg.
You can go, it says they're only good for 2 years. Yes. So the reason why we do this is because sometimes if meetings change, so we just kind of put them on there for 2 years. If you would like, you can go in through the dashboard. So you'll go into the dashboard, at the top bar, it'll say different items. You're going to click on events, or you can click on the little quick tabs at the top that say events. You click on that, and then there's going to be, you create the event. So you just type it in, and then you create the reoccurring. We have a help website. I'll post a link for it on the bottom. Let me find it real quick. in case y'all don't know about this help website.
So I'm talking through what you just said, Jerica. I'm showing what you just said. So where I went to go is from the dashboard. I click on events, and then I'm going to create an event. And then if I scroll, I've got all my information and all that stuff up here. Down here in the bottom, this is where I would go to set up the recurrence. Daily, weekly, monthly, yearly. Exactly. And then based on that, I can further extrapolate out what I want. If it's every 2 weeks, every whatever it is, it depends on what you pick. If you wanted to do like, every year up to 5 years, like the office is closed on Christmas, whatever it is for you. But this is where you go to do it on the events tab. I just want to see if there's any.
There, it'll have like a ton of links and videos for you to view. And then at the bottom, there's this thing that says new dashboard handbook. If you're the type of person that likes stationary things and to print things out and put like sticky notes and stuff, that's what you're going to want. You can print it out. It's a large PDF handbook, so you can make notes. So if you figure out a way to do it better and faster, maybe it's easier for you. You can write your little notes in there. If you think it's faster, maybe somebody else might think it's faster as well. So you can always send us just like a little tidbit in the support channel. Just be like, hey, I thought this was easy. You can always put my name too, just in case you say, oh, this I did this easier way. Because maybe we don't, we obviously don't think the same way that you guys think. So if it's easier for you, maybe it'll be easier for everybody. So then we can go ahead and kind of make updates there as well.
Excellent. Let's see.
And of course, we always highly recommend bookmarking these pages so
that
you have them for other days.
All right, let's see.
And Melissa has another question. Hold on. First off, Melissa, was I able to help you with your news and notice thing? I just want to make sure that I was able to help you with that or explain it a little better. And then as far as having a user, you can send to support if you would like another user to the website, so they can have access to the dashboard to be able to make updates to the site. And Melissa is... Oh, it's issues on your computer. Okay. If you want, you can always send a screenshot to support too. If you feel like, if you're feeling froggy, send it to support and we'll be able to kind of check it out. I'll look to see, cause maybe it's something that's on your computer or that, I don't know. Maybe it's something that I can help you out with. I really don't know. I'll try. But if you want to add somebody to the dashboard, just send it to support. Somebody will pick it up and they'll add it. If you want them to use specific things on support, like if you want them to be able to only access certain things, let us know in that email. Really cool thing about Melissa's website, it is on Juniper. And so we are able to granularly have users be able to only use the specific portions of the website. So let's say the fire department, she only wants them to access the fire department page. We're able to kind of like cut that back a little bit so they only have access to those things. So yeah, if you have any questions or if you want to add anybody, just send it to support. Say I would like this person to be added and we can do that for you.
All right.
Okay.
We have another question from Sean. Is it possible for news and notices to auto scroll for multiple entries?
Hold on. Where is the question? I'm looking for it.
It's from Sean Woods. It was at 11:14.
It's possible. Sean, what municipality are you with? Mr. Police Chief. I can look. Hold on. And then I can tell you kind of better because I need to see.
Kusa.
I need to see the Kusa. All right. Let me see where you're at. Hold on.
Sean might need to upgrade.
That's what I was gonna, that's what I was gonna look. So I'm first I have to see where your website is. And then I'll be able to better answer you to see what kind of theme you're on. Short answer, no, we can't have it auto scroll. Just because it's kind of depending on what kind of theme. I don't know how to spell Nakusa. Is it N-A or N-O?
N-E.
Is it Noku? N-E? Oh, I was way off, y'all.
No, N-E-K-O-O-S-A.
OOSA. Okay.
Nakusa.
There you go. City of Nakusa in Wood, Wisconsin. All right. So you guys, let me see. I'm waiting. Sorry. It's my internet. It's really bad. Okay.
Suspense
Oh,
is
I
killing
remember
me.
y'all. Yeah.
Y'all
Excuse me.
again.
I remember y'all. Yeah.
Oh.
Sorry, my throat.
Need something to drink?
I'm getting everybody sick through the screen. I'm sorry. Oh, you muted Jerica.
But it's funny this way.
Okay. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Jerica,
Okay,
y'all were
so
like,
I muted my- I know. I'm so sorry. So to have it auto scroll on the homepage, we don't have that just because sometimes it's kind of like if you have a lot, then it'll just kind of automatically be auto scrolling. However, if this is a feature that you think would be useful, we can always put it on our feature because we're going to be creating new themes this year. I don't know. Y'all don't hold out and wait for these new themes because I don't know when they're going to be ready. So just FYI, y'all are getting some insider scoop here. But if this is something that you guys think that would be helpful or useful to kind of have it like auto scroll through on the news and notices on like the homepage, we could put that kind of in the back of our minds and put that on like a features request. So when we're building these new themes, we could think about, hey, this might be something that's useful. Maybe we can have it like a turn on and turn off kind of thing. So if y'all want to have it scroll, we can leave it on. And if y'all don't, we can turn it off. So this is a good thought, good little tidbit. I lost it.
I have to admit,
Sean
I
is
honestly
typing.
thought they did auto scroll.
No, they don't. You have to click the little arrows. So the reason why we didn't do the auto scroll was because it's a lot. And then sometimes people say it scrolls too fast because they're trying to read it. Sometimes people say it scrolls too slow
That makes
because
total sense.
it's just like, yeah, they're like, I just want to read this like one little tidbit because it's not all the information that's there. It's just it's just like a little piece of just like the title and a little piece of information. Then y'all just click it. So
okay, so really quick funny story. Where we used to live, they had put up a billboard and it had all of our news and alerts, not just on our website, but on our billboard. So they would auto scroll. But they set it at the wrong level, so it auto scrolled too fast. So you'd have to drive around the block like 5 times to read the auto scroll. And then so my daughter one day, she calls me, she says, Mom, I got pulled over. I said, for what? She said, they thought I was stalking. And I said, stalking what? She had driven past the city hall, police station. She had driven past like 10 times trying to read the auto scroll.
That's hilarious. Oh my God, that is hilarious.
That's how you know you live in a small town.
Sean, that is a great question. Thank you for bringing that up. And it's a good follow-up point that you bring up. It's true. Users may not think to check for multiple entries. We will definitely take that suggestion under advisement because I totally could see that. I totally can see that. We did have another question posted. I hear there are optional extras that we're thinking about getting. Do I need to sign up now when my contract is for my contract is full, or can I do it later? It is totally up to you. If you want to sign up for it now, we can do it now. If you want to sign up for it later and do it when your contract is up for renewal and kind of do it all at once, we can do that as well. We're very flexible to whatever you guys need and whenever you need to add it. I know, again, because I lived through it. I lived through 17 budgets in Wisconsin. Budget time is coming up now. So if you're looking for stuff to put in your budget that wouldn't go into effect until after January, totally understandable. We actually have kind of at the end of the year, we usually have this kind of, I don't want to say end of the year push, but we usually have a lot of contracts that will come in as new users because they're getting ready for after January 1st to get started. So December, while work-wise is actually a fairly quiet month, once the budgets are passed and approved and taxes start getting collected, some of those new contracts come through, and we usually see a lot come in December. So whatever works for you guys works for us. We're totally flexible to that. Another great question.
Though I'm
going to go check the poll real quick.
Chris,
yeah, go ahead,
Michelle. About that. By all means, yes, you don't have to have all the extras when you're upgrading your website. But one thing you should consider is maybe you're not ready to integrate that yet. Maybe you want to wait for that to go through your budget. That is totally okay. But sign it into that contract so that January 1, the price doesn't go up on you. If you go ahead, you can sign the contract and just say, I want to implement these things, but I want to wait until it's in the budget. We're happy to do that. I promise you, I will threaten Peter with his life and I will work it out for you. But you may want to put in their contract so that the price doesn't increase on you in the meantime. Just a thought from,
Good call. I'm going to check out the poll real quick. 12 people have voted the weather is lovely where they are. 3 people need to come visit me in Las Vegas and get some sun and some pool action. And nobody wants to go back to bed. So that's good.
I just the wrong
thank
option.
you for
I
voting that.
do want to go back to bed.
I know. Can I change my options?
Can I go back and change? I
Yes,
changed my
me
mind.
I'm kind of wishing I had a hammock out on the lawn right now.
So, since nobody's asking questions right now, I'll just talk. I took Theraflu, right? And this is my first time taking it because I usually go to the doctor. I didn't go to the doctor this time. And I don't know, my head feels fuzzy. Is that normal? Does anybody know?
Yeah, it is. I like
it's really
their,
making me want to go to bed.
yeah.
You like it?
Yeah. No, I like
Well,
their.
I definitely I'll be tagging later.
I love what Sherry wrote. You're going to be crabby later, which is great.
You will be.
I have
Especially if you don't go to
I'm
sleep.
just gonna stay on there for all day, every 4 hours, I guess. I'm supposed to have pictures taken, so I'm supposed to have engagement pictures. Like, we're getting them way late. Just, we don't really care about them, but we're getting engagement pictures taken Saturday. And I need to be better, so I'm just going to be taking this Theraflu every 4 hours, trying to get this out of my, whatever this is.
Well, postpone your crabbiness for a second because we have a question coming in. Jennifer is asking, what is the cost for HeyGov Pay?
Okay, Jennifer. It really depends. What municipality are you with? I can email with you. We do it based on population and then also like what payments you'll be taking. So.
Melrose.
Oh, Melrose? I guess I'd already asked. Let me
You
look.
did.
Not that
How did you say that,
Melrose.
Jerica? How did you say that?
What? Melrose.
Okay, utilities.
Okay.
And who do you use for your utility software? Like, do you use Workhorse? Oh, bye, Sherry.
Yes, have a good day, Sherry. Thanks for coming.
Thank you. I love Sherry.
Workhorse.
Okay. All right, so we have a great integration with Workhorse for utilities. So if you want me to, I can just send you some pricing information over about that. We have a kind of automated connection. You do have to do work on the Workhorse side. You have to like send the bills over to HeyGov. There's like a button you press after you generate them. But on the HeyGov side, we kind of have everything automated. Everything feeds in, and then once people make those payments, it'll actually go back and log them in Workhorse for you. So we love Workhorse. I love Justin at Workhorse.
Kara
He's
has
so
the same
funny.
question for Tombstone. I also love Justin at Workhorse. He's awesome.
Yes, he's so.
Laura has
so
the same
sweet.
question for Tombstone, but they use Cassell.
So I can't remember if we integrate with Cassell or not.
Is that Tombstone, Arizona?
I feel
That's
like
the
she-
one. And I think
Yes.
I spoke to her yesterday on email. So nice to see you, Aura.
see.
Cora, I actually use your website a lot in my webinars. I talk about the fact that you guys are a smaller municipality, yet you utilize all the tools. We absolutely love it. So just so you know, I point out Tombstone all the time because you're a great visitor center too.
Okay, so I have Jennifer and Taylor want information about Workhorse, and I'm just making notes for myself.
Yeah.
And Jennifer, information about Workhorse and HeyGov pay cards. Okay. And then we have, sorry, Cor, I feel like an old lady right now leaning into my screen. And then, oh yeah, I was checking to see. Now, do you know off the top of your head if we integrate with Casino?
I think
I know we don't have an automated connection with them like we do with Workhorse.
let me check for you. Again, I'm also making notes for you, so you don't have to worry if you miss something.
Pamela, there will be a recording of this.
Yes, Pamela.
Y'all, I feel like I'm on Baywatch here. I've got the windows open today because it's so gorgeous. My hair's like, woo!
You're like, yes, please.
So, Jennifer, I'm not sure how HeyGov works. I'm not familiar with them. But with HeyGov, at least with our Workhorse connection, it's very automated on the HeyGov side, and residents are able to look up their bill, view the breakdown of their bill, and pay it, and it'll automatically have the amount filled in that they need to pay. So I would, like I said, I'm not sure how HeyGov functions, but I would say that that's a benefit of HeyGov. And as people make those payments, it sends that information back to Workhorse, and you can choose how often it sends, if it's with every payment, with every 10 payments, every 50 payments, or every 7 days. You have a lot of control over the information that is moved back and forth. We've created a really good utility integration with Workhorse. And whoever has the windshield.
Michelle, do you have the wind chimes?
I do. I'm sorry.
I have to tell you guys. So I have in my office, in my home office, I have surround sound speakers. So literally, there are wind chimes surrounding me in my office right now, and it's very relaxing. Yeah.
Dustin always calls it my doorbell.
Yes, Jennifer,
I love them. They're great.
I didn't realize it was that loud. I'm sorry, y'all.
It's okay.
Okay, they sound nice. Jennifer, there is an annual cost to use HeyGov, and we base it mostly on the population size or how many utility customers you have. So I'll email with you about that, and I can send you just an informal pricing sheet so you can just see the cost and decide if it would work for your municipality. And I
really wanted, I got to interrupt real quick. I also wanted to chime in about Tombstone. Cora, do you work with Shelly Kazda? The suspense is killing me.
I feel like I know that name.
Yeah, tell her I say hi. She used to be one of my colleagues in Wisconsin. So.
Oh, that's wonderful. Small world.
Yes, I found out. I didn't realize that she had moved there, but she moved there. And for me, Tombstone is like one of the only Western movies that I actually like. So whenever it's on TV, I never turn it off. And I've always wanted to go to Tombstone and just see everything. So now that I live a little bit closer to there, that may actually happen. There, I digress.
And I don't think that we integrate with Cassell. What that means, it doesn't mean that we couldn't do it through HeyGov. It just means that we wouldn't be able to import those bills. They would just have to type in the amounts of their bills themselves.
All right. I am
Jennifer, I'll mark that down and get some pricing information over to you.
I'm perusing the chat and the questions, and I'm not seeing any, which is totally fine. We've definitely gone a little bit over it, and as long as we still have, as long as the rest of us still have time here, by all means, go ahead and ask questions. I'm going to say we'll probably cut off in about 10 minutes or so, just because some of us have other things to do. Some of us need to eat at some point. But let's just go for another 10 minutes if that's cool with everybody here. If you have any questions, again, drop them in the chat, drop them in the question box. Bill had asked if I could set up a poll to see what everybody's utility software is, and I would love to do that. Unfortunately, I don't have the ability to do an open-ended poll like that. It has to have choices. But that is something that I will definitely keep in mind if we ever do something like this on Zoom, because I know on Zoom you can do that, but I don't think on Livestorm that you can, or at least I can't figure it out. And again, I'm not the techie person.
Everybody who's here can just enter it in and chat if you want. If you feel
that's why, you know what? That's why Megan's here. You know what? If you want to enter your utility company that you're exactly, just put it in chat.
Yeah, if you want to share who you use for utility billing, your utility software, feel free to drop it in chat. Maybe I'll.
That's my birthday twin right there. I love it. Oh my goodness.
And
Yes.
Cora had a question about election pages for TownWeb.
What do people do with their election pages during the 2+ years between elections? Can I answer it?
Sure.
Go for it. Chris.
Yeah, go right ahead.
Okay.
Go.
So something that I forgot to mention right off the top of our meeting here is that I used to be a TownWeb customer when I was a clerk. I was a TownWeb customer for almost 14 years. And so in Wisconsin, we never had that 2-year gap, but I would always just lessen the amount of information that I had and just keep it as up to date as I possibly could. So if you have that break in elections, you can certainly you could delete it if you wanted to, but if it were me, I would just update it to say when the next election is, what your registration timelines are, if there's anything that needs to happen between now and then. Just keep it really simple, and then when you need to add more information to it, go ahead and do it. You could remove it, but I think given the environment that we live in now, people are always wanting to know when election stuff is going on. When is the next one? When can I vote? Who can I vote for? That sort of thing. So I don't know that I would necessarily suggest completely just deleting it, 100%, but just scale it back a little bit. And I guess Jerica agrees with me, one strike, Family Feud style. But I would just scale it back and to have something on there and let people know when the next election is. But that is a great question. And I love content questions because like so much of the stuff that we talk about is technical stuff, but we also content's really important too. So that's a great question.
Yeah,
Good work, Cora.
Yes, I'm going to come in on the tail end of that about deleting content. So when we set up websites, we set you guys up with just kind of like a basic Google Analytics. So Google does not like it when you delete content. It is actually, they get very mad about that. So if you delete it and bring it back, and they're probably going to start marking your website as spam. So when people want to go in and they want to delete all their news and notices, Google kind of went through and indexed that stuff. So it helps your search rankings. So you don't want to delete it. You can always put things to like draft, or if you want to kind of make it less known, you can take it out of the menu or something like that. But just kind of keep that in the back of your mind that you want to keep your content fresh and you want to keep it up. So the longer you have those URLs, like that link, so it says like your web address and then it says /election information, the better odds and chances are that that will stay pulled up in the Google search results, and that will kind of give you higher rankings. So FYI.
That's why Jerica's here.
I also just want to add one thing not relevant to any of that tech stuff. Thank you for asking all of these things, because that's how we all learn. If we're in a space where one person asks a thing and then 7 of us go, oh, I can also use that in my municipality. So thank you so much for asking.
Yes. So Taylor, I'm
I
putting.
see a question came in. Yes, I see a question came from Taylor. Taylor, I'm going to share my screen and show you exactly how you can do that. So let me share my tab here.
Jerica just sent it out.
Never mind.
So if you want to book a one-on-one training, you'll go to that link and then you'll train with Nikita. So just go ahead on there, look up the dates and the times that she has available, and then you can just select it. She'll send you a couple reminder emails, and then she'll send you emails after the call. And then if you ever have questions while you're on the training, 9 times out of 10, If she can't answer, she's gonna send it to me, and then I'll be answering it in the back end and responding. The same thing that Chris does. Like if he doesn't have a question, he's like, "Hey, quick question." So 9 times out of 10, it'll be me kind of responding through them. So yes, check that out. It's great. She's great.
He
And
uses.
if you
They
have
We have
use
quick
the
questions.
Yeah.
This recently came up for me actually earlier this week. Thank you, Andy. Andy was asking how, as far as using YouTube to record the meetings to do YouTube Live. So, Jerica, can you give a little more information on that, please?
As far as YouTube Live goes, so depending on what you have, well, actually, it really doesn't depend. So what we do is we embed the channel into your website. So there's like a specific code that you have. So if you schedule them, and they're reoccurring, schedule it on YouTube, and then that'll give you a specific ID, and then we'll embed that in an iframe on the website. So anytime it goes live or you're pushing something out on YouTube that's live, it'll start streaming there and it'll show you. I believe we can also do that with Facebook. This is for Juniper. If you are on a WordPress site, we have a plugin that we use for that. So it'll detect if your YouTube is live or if you're on Facebook live. I will say that the preferred method of live would be YouTube, just because I will put this little like caveat, just because sometimes if you go on live on Facebook and it's like on a private group or like a page or something, not all people have Facebook. They won't be able to see that. So you want to make sure that it's accessible for everybody. So YouTube is kind of like the preferred method. So.
Can you explain iframe for us as well, please, Jerica?
I'm not sure if I know how to water that down.
Put it in something I'll understand. Is it just like is it a widget?
No. Okay. So I'll give you like a backstory real quick. So a couple years ago, probably about last year or so, we worked with a municipality and he asked a very technical question. So I gave him a response and he said, Jerica, I'm a lowly farmer and I don't understand a thing you said to me. He said, can you please explain this to me like you would explain something to a farmer? So now I think of everything as I'm explaining it to Farmer Todd. So an iframe is basically, so you have a frame, like a picture frame, and that we're putting this picture frame on the website, and inside that picture frame can change. So let's say that you want to put a picture on there, we'll put it in that frame. So whatever you want to put on the website, we'll put it within that picture frame. So you take that YouTube and you put it in the picture frame. So it's just like a frame with inside a frame. So it's basically it.
That was outstanding.
I did.
Thank you.
And I love hearing when you tell the Farmer Todd story. I love that's probably like the third or fourth time that I've heard it, and every time I think it's awesome.
Yes, I will forever remember Farmer Todd. Like he was so funny and he was so nice about it. And then I was just like, I was like, okay, I need to start thinking of better ways to explain things because so now I just bring everything to like Farmer Todd level. So we can get it.
Yeah.
So sweet.
So Megan posted a message in the chat. She has to jump off. I think she's got another meeting coming up. She will reach out to anybody who needs pricing or support or anything like that soon. So keep an eye out for an email from her. I think since we are at the quarter of the hour right now, and some more folks are dropping off, I think we'll just kind of cut it off here. I'm going to speak for myself, but I think I'm going to speak for the rest of us here. This has been friggin' awesome. Like literally awesome. I'm so glad that we went longer than we were supposed to, but answering these questions and having these discussions is fantastic, and we're so happy that all of you were here. You are all welcome. You are all welcome to come back. We're definitely going to have some more of these, but thank you so much for coming. Have an awesome day, and again, if you need some more summer, there's more out here in Las Vegas, and it never rains.
Chasing the summer. Head back to Georgia.
Yeah, it's so funny. Like the end of the year, it's the end of summer. Like everybody's like, "Oh my god, I got to finish everything before summer," and it's like summer's not over here for like another 2.5 months. I don't know what you guys are talking about. So
wait.
Um,
Summer hasn't technically started yet, so I will still have summer until March next year. So you can always come this way if you're tired of winter.
Yes. I think this is the best one
goodness.
yet. So I would like to thank everybody. Thank y'all so much for coming.
Yeah.
We really like these, and they just keep getting better and better every one that we put on. The questions that y'all ask and the content that we can provide has been exponential. And you guys are actually helping us on our end, on the technical aspect, be able to create better content for y'all. So these are kind of the questions. Yeah, these are kind of the questions that we really like hearing and we really like seeing, because then we're like, okay, so maybe we should make this maybe a little bit easier. Like the automatic news and notice slide. That's really good information. So I went ahead and I posted that. So when we go into the next development for themes and for stuff like that, we can go ahead and put that kind of in the back of our mind, like, let's make this more intuitive and make this a little better.
And I love when we infect them with our y'all. Thank you, Andy.
Yeah. Yes. It's good. All right. Well, Andy is finishing up typing something, and then I'm gonna bounce out. I'm hungry. Oh no!
Oh, no, I'm not gonna finish that sentence. No. OHNO. No.
How about this? Go Dogs!
Go Irish and on Wisconsin.
Megan isn't here anymore. So when y'all said Crimson, and I'm like, we're not gonna say Roll Tide here.
No, we're not gonna say Roll Tide. Nobody.
No, absolutely not.
Oh, I love that.
So, all right. Well, y'all
Michelle,
have a good one.
I have to tell you, my third favorite college football fight song is Rocky Top. I love it. I don't know any of the words to it, and I don't care because I love it.
My college roommates gave this to me when I graduated from pharmacy school so I could take it on the road.
That's so
That
sweet.
is awesome.
It's still with me. It's been a long time.
I love this so much. But thank God college football is finally back. It's been a long year with it gone. It's thank God it's back.
And I'm really glad I'm heading back south so I can.
You weren't left hanging in it. We all knew what you wanted. It was just none of us were giving it.
You do not, Cora. You do not need a camera to do training. I will give y'all a little funny joke though. It's not really a joke. It's a story. I'm not gonna say her name. Oh, I said that she was a woman. Anyways, I'm not gonna say who it was. But I will say this. There was one time we were doing a training, and I don't know if the lady knew her camera was on. It happened twice. So the first time she called, she was in the grocery store and she was shopping. And we're like, ma'am, can you see our screen? And she goes, yeah, I can. And we're like, if we could hear like the intercoms in the background, we're like, okay, do you want to reschedule? Like, is it okay? And she goes, no, I have a couple minutes. And we're like, all right. So we do a little bit and we're like, let's reschedule. So maybe it's a better time. So then we reschedule and then we do it again with the lady again. And this time I don't know if her camera accidentally comes on every time, but this time, y'all, she was in the bed. So you do not need a camera, but please be aware that sometimes your camera will turn on automatically. Just gotta make sure that you're aware of your surroundings just in case. So it's very funny sometimes. So
like, was she alone in the bed?
She was just laying there, and you just see like her neck up, and you can see like the bed frame and her pillows, and we're like, oh, okay, she's real comfortable. It's okay. I mean, that's okay. She's just, but it was just very funny. So
she was very comfortable.
Just a little,
very comfortable.
Yeah. Perfect. Yes. So
yeah,
that's
awesome.
Perfect. Yeah. You don't need a camera or anything. Just make sure that you are at a computer and that you have a good microphone. So you have no worries.
Oh my goodness. Well, thank you,
Miranda
everybody.
Anderson.
I think on that note, that's a perfect way to end it because you can't really get any better than that. Like you just can't. So I think
No.
we're gonna cut it off there. Thank you so much, everybody, for attending. Keep an eye out for the next one. I don't even know when it's going to be, but we'll certainly talk about that. But do we know? Now, do we know when it'll be?
It is every 3 months.
So September, October, so November. So probably after the big election, we'll probably have another one of these mid to late November.
Yes.
Maybe before Thanksgiving.
We should wear Thanksgiving hats.
If
Yes,
we
we
own
can
them.
do that.
I own a
We
turkey.
own
I
one.
told y'all it would be fun.
I own a
Turkey hat.
that's like got turkey legs on it.
I will
Yeah, they
pay
are a
money
real
to
thing.
see that.
Yeah,
Yes.
they are definitely a real thing.
They are a real thing.
I love that. Please, let's
But
do
thank
that.
you
All I
for
can
coming,
picture
everybody.
is fans
Have
with the turkey on their head.
Yes.
Yes.
When she goes, wee, wee, wee. Yes,
Have an
yes.
awesome rest of your week. We're going to stick around and talk about turkey if you want to talk about turkey, but have a great rest of your week. And thank you so much for coming.
Bye, y'all.
Yes,
Thank
Thank you, everybody.